Hey family, Dad here. Hope you're having a great day. On this video, I just wanted to talk about what my expenses look like for the first 6 months of 2025. So if you haven't seen, my channel is more focused on like parent stuff, life stuff, health and wellness, finance, jobs, coming from a 49-year-old dad that's raised 2 kids on his own, been through a lot. And on this video, let's talk about my expenses for the first half of 2025. So I've shared on previous videos kind of what my monthly expenses look like, but I thought I'd kind of recap what the first half of 2025 looked like. I put together a spreadsheet here, and as you can see, broke it down by each month. January, we'll start it off. It was a really high month as far as expenses. I spent $95.47 for the month of January, very high. And as you can see there, a couple things that really kind of pushed it up to $9,500 was new tires on a Mazda, and I did a couple additional repairs on the Mazda as well. And then auto insurance. So almost $2,200 for auto insurance for the first 6 months of 2025. Now I've shared on a previous video, I do have 3 cars that are insured. I have 2 kids, and they drive a car, each of them, and then I have my own personal car. So that's the reason why it's $2,200 for the first 6 months, and I've shared that on a previous video. As we scroll down to February, again, pretty high, $91.28 for the month of February as far as spend. And a third of that, essentially, or even more, a little more than a third of that, was due to an ER visit for my dog. And I shared that on a previous video. It's just ridiculous. She had a serious GI issue. I had just had to take her to the ER. It was very unfortunate. She had to stay there for the night and, just get monitored by the staff over at the vet. But in the end, it worked out. She's fine. She's healthy now. But it was like a 24-hour bug where, blood was coming out on both ends, essentially. As we scroll down to March, and it went down significantly, as you can see, $43.40 was my spend. Nothing really out of the ordinary, unexpected expenses that came out of that for the month of March. April, it was a little higher, but still within respectable range in my opinion. Again, highlighting as far as some higher costs. My son had a $550 doctor visit and cavity fill for the month of April. And then I also had the annual life insurance policy of $340 on that. May, a little higher, $59.20. Higher expenses for that month was $1,000 for my son who took a summer class this past summer, and then $335 for tabs for one of my vehicles that I have. And then the most recent month was June, $63.10, and part of that, a good chunk of that was auto insurance. I re-upped for the second half of 2025. Again, it was right around $2,000. So on average, my average spend was $67.29 per month for the first 6 months of 2025. And as you can see here, January and February were very top heavy at the end of the day. And the unexpected expenses, right? I had $1,200 on vehicle repairs and maintenance. Had an ER visit for $3,600 in the month of February. But other than that, the other higher expenses, that's kind of expected. Maybe not the summer classes or my son's doctor visit, but with my kids, you're gonna have these unexpected health bills, costs, and things like that. So I always make sure I always carry like a 12-month emergency reserve. I feel a little more comfortable with that just because of these unexpected expenses. So tell me your thoughts. What do your expenses look like? Do you kind of document it every week, every month, every day? What does it look like compared to mine? Comment, like, subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. So that's all I got. I hope you all have a great day.